Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Latinos for Trump just keep taking L's. This is Roberto Mosquera. Roberto is a self-proclaimed Trump supporter, one of the biggest who ever lived. He's the greatest who's ever done it. I'm talking about swings from Trump's disco balls. Well, after voting for Trump, Roberto was deported. Yeah, fam. He was deported. He was not deported back to his hometown or his native land of Cuba. He was deported to Africa. Yes, fam. He was deported to Africa, the motherland. Makes sense? Perhaps, perhaps. Now, Roberto is now on a hunger strike. He's on a hunger strike protesting his detention. Yeah, fam. He's on a hunger strike protesting his detention. All because he voted for Donald Trump, your president. Yeah. And Trump got word of it, and this is the expression that he had when one of his staffers told him that this guy was on a hunger strike and he was looking to somehow be allowed back into the country. And if you look at the picture closely, you can kind of like feel the room out. The person who told Trump that is on the left of Trump. So Trump turned his head to the right. Yeah, fam. So he voted for Trump and got deported. I ain't got no problem with that. That's right. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. All you Trump supporters, any kind of hard times you fall on, you deserve it. Anything you get into, any kind of financial jam, you deserve it. Whatever type of hard times you fall on while he's in office, you deserve it. Because you was warned well in advance. It ain't like this is a surprise. But I'm going to tell you what happened, fam. I'll tell you what happened. Here's what happened. The supporters, they thought that voting for Trump would save them and that Trump was just going to punish everybody else, including the blacks in other ways. They thought, hey, man, he got our back. What the hell made y'all dumbasses think that a white man who grew up in privilege in New York could relate to your ass and was going to try to save you? What made you think that? Y'all got to be some of the biggest dummies who ever existed. Supporting mass deportations and being shocked when your cousin's bags are packed and he's kicked out the door on his head. It's got to be really, really wild behavior. See, some folks voted MAGA. Some folks voted MAGA like it was a VIP pass. Then they found out it was actually a raffle ticket for ICE. Yeah, yeah. You ever seen that sting? It's a sting that law enforcement did. I can't even remember what city it was in, but they did a sting where they used the radio station to help them pull it off, where they had people calling in thinking that they had won some type of prize. And then they had all of these different people who had warrants for their arrest, various warrants for their arrest. show up at this one facility. And when they show up, the police put the handcuffs on. This is akin to that type of situation. Some of y'all, I'm gonna point at, well, no, they deported. No, they probably can't see. Well, they probably can't see. They ain't got internet. But anyway, some of them voted MAGA like it was a VIP pass. And then they found out it was actually a raffle ticket for ICE. Yeah. Some of y'all are hurting right now. Some of y'all are scared to death, scared to go outside right now. You voted for Trump. He told you what he was going to do. He told you he was going to deport. He told you. But nah, you thought it wasn't going to happen to you. Yeah. That vote was the political version of calling a tow truck on your own car. Yeah. That's what you did. That's what you did. You called a tow truck on your own car. Voting for Trump is like, for all of these Latinos who voted for Trump and who are now on the edge. Voting for Trump is like clapping at a magic show and you disappear. Think about that, fam. Your ass is gone. You'd have disappeared. That's crazy. You clapping at a magic show where you disappeared. How wild is that? Yeah, he won't deport me. He won't deport me. He won't deport me. It's the same logic as my house won't catch on fire. It ain't going to be my house. My house won't catch on fire. You don't mind your neighbor's house burning as long as your house don't burn. You know how stupid that is? If your neighbor's house burns, then even if your house don't burn down physically, what does it do to the aesthetics of your house? If it's next door to your house, you know how bad that's going to look. But even if it's on your street, even if it's on the street coming into your neighborhood, it's a bad look. Let me tell y'all something, fam. Next time, one of y'all want to vote for somebody, make sure you read the policy before you click. Read the policy before you click. Because a lot of y'all, yeah, Trump, and just, I'm even seeing people today, especially a lot of Black Democrats, right? Black Republicans today. After those Trump put out that video of Michelle Obama and Barack Obama with the monkeys, superimposing their heads on the monkey bodies, even the Black Republicans, some of them kind of backpedaled a little bit and said that was really, really bad. I even seen Stephen A. Django even said something bad about Trump. It wasn't really, really bad. He can't go in on Trump. That's part of the deal. You can't just drag Trump because, then you're going to mess up the bag. So you can't just do that. But he had a little something to say about it, right? But there was a lot more of them who continued to make excuses. They just pivoted. They just continued to pivot. Like, I don't understand how you can consider yourself to be a smart person, an intelligent person, where you can recognize every other wrongdoing. You can recognize every other person who does something foul, but you've never seen, well, let me back up. You've never publicly criticized Trump doing something foul. You criticize everybody else who does something foul. Anybody that does something you don't like, you disagree with, you got something to say. But you would have never or will seldom publicly criticize Donald Trump. I don't understand that type of logic. Because if you're so real and you're going after everybody, go after everybody. Get at everybody. Don't pick and choose. That's what Chris Rock calls selective outrage. Yeah. So I don't understand it. But maybe you can help me out, fam. I do not think that Roberto thought about this before he did that. That's his family right there. Roberto is a proud Trump supporter too, fam. He's not a regular Trump supporter. He's proud. He done got his ass deported to Africa. He didn't just get deported after riding for Trump. He got deported to Africa. That boy got deported to Africa. Eswatini. Eswatini. That's where he is. He's in Eswatini. They're trying to call themselves, these advocates for him are trying to call themselves calling out Trump and this policy of sending immigrants to foreign countries, not just sending them back, but sending them to countries that they've never been in. They don't have any type of connection to whatsoever. That's got to be illegal, right? That's got to be illegal. But again, fam, you reap what you sow. You made your bed. Now it's time to get comfortable and lie in it. No more talk.